What's up, guys? It's Jeffrey here. I just wanted to make a little video now that I can get outside. I'm off work till Monday, and hopefully, my channel from this point forward will start featuring more stuff with me actually in it rather than just my voice. I am getting ready to move, and hope I can show you guys. I don't know if it lets me or not. Maybe if I turn it that way. I don't know if y'all can see because I can't flip my screen. I had to actually turn my phone, but that's my little cabin. It's my custom um, Amish built cabin. And it's pretty much going to be a tiny home. It's actually a shed that I have bought, and I'm turning it into a tiny home. So I'm super excited. I'm getting ready to move into it and get everything rolling on that. I hope to be in it at some point in May. And I'm so stoked. And I wanted to respond to a couple things as well. I got a comment or two from some woman about how I was so mean to Maddie, and how dare I claim to be a Christian, that me calling myself that's for my own comfort and nothing else because I'm cruel, I'm judgmental. Let me tell you something. I'm not cruel and judgmental, or that's never my intention. Maddie is at a point in her life and her addiction where if someone doesn't hold a mirror up to her face, she's going to die. And even with that mirror, metaphorically speaking, is held up to her face, even then, it's not looking good for her. People, you guys who enable her, give her money, yes men her, everything she says, just celebrate it. You're contributing to killing that woman. Now, she don't need much help, don't get me wrong. But my issue with her has never been solely the addiction. I'm a recovering addict myself. I have almost 10 years of sobriety now. My sober date is April 7th of 2014. So I know the struggle. I was never on heroin or crack, and I was never homeless. But for the last few years, I've lived very close to being homeless, and I've worked and basically did what I could do to save up to move in my cabin. And by the grace of God, and only by the mercy and grace of God, am I able, because it wasn't only on my efforts alone. Um, but she needs to know that the only way out of this pit that she has gotten herself into is truth, brutal honesty, and hard work. Anything outside of that, she's not getting it. And she needs God. But I don't. I'm a Christian. I would recommend it to anyone because it is the one true way through Christ. But Maddie needs recovery, and she needs to be freed from this addiction. And I don't even think she's close to that, let alone being saved. So I would love for her to be saved and then find recovery because through Christ there's nothing impossible. But Lord knows there is through us as mortal, human beings. But my intention is not to bully her. My intention is to try to show her through some miracle, look what you're doing to yourself. You're running out of time, get better, get help so that you can have a real life. This woman runs around homeless, hollering, cigarette, cigarette, I want me a cigarette, and just smokes whatever she finds on the ground in the parking lot. And that's not a slur or an insult, that's the reality. That is the reality of what she does. Jeez Louise. Um, but I'm not bullying her. I'm telling her the truth. And my issue with her is the lying and the scamming, ripping off that old woman for over 2 grand. The other person that she I think got 1,000 or more from when she lied and said she was in rehab. That kind of stuff. We all lie. We've all stolen. We've all cheated in addiction. But you can tell a person's moral compass if you watch them long enough, and her moral compass is rotten and nasty. It's not just addiction, it's part of who she truly is. And she can change that, but she's got to want it first. And I don't think her nor Jarryl wants it. This man spent the better part of 30 minutes earlier today or yesterday talking about what an amazing creature an alligator and a Rottweiler would make. I mean, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. And they ask why we watch if we don't like it. Because new people continue to come on your channel because it pops up in their feed. They don't know you. They feel sorry for you and they give you money and you go get high with it and you message them on Facebook and you try to get them to give you money, selling sob sad story after sad story. And you're not even that creative. You recycle the same stories. That's my issue with her. She's a con artist, dude. She's a straight up con. And I will not stop. I'm not going to be cruel or bullying to her. But in each of my videos, I have said that I want better for her. 50% of me wants her to get recovery and get better. And the other 50%, I want her to be accountable and to come on here and admit to what she's done. But more importantly, to herself. Um, a genuine, earnest apology would go so far. But people aren't stupid, and people can tell if she means it or not. But that's all I have to say, guys. I'm getting ready to move in the next couple months. I'm super excited. Work is going really good. I am in the process of continuing some education stuff and taking an exam to become a licensed, hopefully, licensed insurance agent, health and life insurance. So, you know, looking at my life almost 10 years ago, I would never imagined a portion of this to be reality. And it's only getting better, but it's because I trusted in God and I put in the effort and the work to get sober and to get on the other side of this stronghold. And that's what every recovering addict has to do. They have to put in the work. And she feels entitled to anything and everything free as long as someone else foots the bill. I mean, down to cigarettes she finds on the ground. That says so much if you really think about it. She ain't willing to buy nothing. She wants it handed to her. And I can tell you that she almost guaranteeably gets a food stamp card. And with Medicaid, they have other perks that some people get, and I'm sure she's one of them. It's called flex cards. They give money on top of your food stamps for over the counter products, for groceries, for prescriptions, for transportation, if it's a medicinal, like medical doctor appointment, or they give all kind of stuff. Um, and I'm sure if she's on Medicaid, she's getting a good amount of stuff free that she's lying and not telling you all, any of us rather, that she's getting. That's just another scam of hers. She doesn't call and renew her Medicaid as you do annually without also renewing her benefits, including her flex cards, including her whatever they call the food stamp cards up there in Detroit. But she's doing all of this. She's not stupid because that equals money, which equals drugs. So anything that she can do free like that, she's going to put the same amount of effort into it as she does from getting online, on the Facebook, on the YouTube lives, and begging every day. She just don't want to admit it because it means that's one less thing she can use to try to get money. Don't be stupid. And if you're new to Maddie and Jarryl's channel, just know that this is not the first channel they've had. They had one before that got taken down because of their scamming and their lying. And now they have another one that she's very meticulously titled Maddie's Journey to Success. That's why in her headers you only see like smiley faces, praying hands, hey, 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 because she doesn't want the algorithm or the higher ups and powers that be to catch what she's doing. And it's working. That's the insanity of it all. That's the craziest part of it all. It is working. I do believe she got one strike. I don't think she's got a second one yet, unfortunately. For her to hit her rock bottom would mean a better chance of her going into a legitimate rehab. And it makes you really wonder what her rock bottom is. I certainly hope it's not death. I want to see her better. People that come through stuff like that and have a testimony on the other side of it, those are some powerful people. But it takes a strong soul to know how weak we really are outside of God. And Maddie's not quite there. Like I said, I'd love to just see her sober so that she can think for herself, so that she can actually have a life for herself independently. Right now, there's nothing about her or Jarryl that's independent, completely dependent. They don't have a home, they don't have a vehicle, they don't have a sense of responsibility in paying bills and a sense of duty and tactfulness, timeliness. They don't have any of this. And I know homeless people that work. I've known one once that worked a regular job and slept. I don't even think they had a car the whole time, but they made it work. I knew others that did day labor where you work like either one day and get paid that day, or you work like 2 or 3 days and you get paid. It's like on a per day payment or a per job payment. They don't make any effort to do that. Jarryl does some stuff, but she don't do nothing. It's pretty sad. It really is. But the best chance she has at getting help is for the truth to be blasted. And I love our little community. All of us that try to speak the truth into the YouTube algorithm and get people to see, not to give her money, not to thank her or congratulate her. If you're saved, pray for her and come on here and make a video and speak the truth on who she is. I've offered to give her clothes. I was going to have my church put together a big care package with winter clothes, socks, toboggans, hats, food, non-perishable food, maybe some food, restaurant gift cards. I messaged her on Facebook, not even a reply. She didn't care. It wasn't money. All she cares about is money. I've given them money before, at one time that I can remember, once or twice, and it was a very small amount, but it was for them to have food and stuff. I followed Maddie since the beginning when she was on Chosen One's channel. Um, I loved her and Becky. Those were the two that I took a liking to and wanted to try to support how I could. And you can't support everybody, so I tried to help how I could, at least to a couple people. And she doesn't care. All she wants is money. And I just hope any new people know that, learn that she's not interested in us. We're nothing but a number and a dollar sign for her. That's it. But I love you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Have a wonderful Passover and Easter Sunday. And God bless you guys. Be encouraged by Sunday. Be encouraged by Easter and Passover. This is the portion of the gospel where the reality of it comes to be. Jesus arises. He raises from the dead. He defeats death, hell, and the grave. Without that, we don't have much. But we have everything because we have him, because he did defeat it all. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you had a good week at work. I can't wait to be up there, guys. I hope you can see it. Again, I'm having to flip my silly old phone, but my little cabin on the hill, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to be in my little cabin. It's 14 by 28 feet long and wide, so it's like 14 feet wide, 28 feet long. It's going to be set up like a studio apartment. I got a front door, a side door, and I'm going to have a porch eventually. But I'm stoked, guys. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Thanks for putting up with me, and there's more to come.